zombie map Alpha Omega for Black Ops 4. This just came out today, and I'm doing a little aren't able to play this until next week.
Dangerous thing.
So here we go.
Drink deep, or taste not the Pierian spring. So goes the poem. I understand its meaning. I have drunk so deeply that my every fiber aches with the pain of what has been. And the pain of what has yet to come. I fear it may drive me insane. Worlds. Wars. Souls. All torn asunder by the journeys our madness has wrought. It is only now that I understand the path of bloodshed and sacrifice that lays ahead. And how such knowledge must have gnawed and clawed at the just. Pity him. From this day on, it is my burden to bear. I know what must be done, and who must do it. May they all have mercy on my soul.
Alright, so let's get into the map here. For those of you who don't know, this is basically Nuketown Zombies 2.0. More like 4.0. I say that because it's about 400% bigger, 4 times bigger, and ladies and gentlemen, that bunker is open. So, not to mention that, we have the entire street to explore, not just classic Nuketown. And in fact, it's not even classic Nuketown. You'll see what I mean here in a second. So let's get into it and start.
Surely the Toffen has not somehow tricked me into shouldering this burden. That is exactly the kind of thing he would do.
So we start off here at the end of Nuketown Street. We're actually entering Camp Edward. This place has a name now. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these murder zombies here. So you actually start outside the map. You need to go up this little ramp and over to actually get into the map itself. And we actually start at the very end of the street. And now this center road is split into 3 main areas. This first area is the site entrance. It is basically the first roadblock. There is a center roadblock area too, and then just beyond that is the cul-de-sac that we all know and love. But in order to get past this gate down here, you must turn on the power first, which is at the end of the cul-de-sac. So we need to go around. But we're going to focus on this first area here. In the site entrance, as you first come over the wall, we see the Strife 500 on this truck here. And just down the right side here, we also have the SX Model 07. Not a lot of people like to use that one, but this area is set up into a circle, so this could be a decent area for training, honestly. We're going to head off to the right initially here. Really nothing too interesting out here. We have a way into the garage from here, so we'll go through here first.
What have we here?
Part we'll see right here for a shield, that's one part. There is a projector in here. I'm not sure what it does, but it does do something, I'm sure. But coming inside the main house here, it looks kind of like a mini version of 5. Like this is one of the rooms that you would teleport to in Kino der Toten or something. But we have the Mach 12 on the wall there, just the one weapon. But coming into the backyard of that area here, we see we have a bunker entrance here as well. That will open up as soon as we hit the power. This backyard, relatively small. There is a little center stool there, as you saw. I just shot it. But other than that, there's really not too much to it. So, coming back inside, we have an upstairs to this place. So we'll just walk up here. See a couple portraits on the wall. There is a workbench here that you can build one of the various items you can build on this map. Coming into the next room here, I see there's not a whole lot to it. It's mostly a few desks and such. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Now, there is a door you can buy that leads into the next adjacent house. There are two houses before you get to the cul-de-sac. This is how you get into the next part of the roadblock, is buying your way into the adjacent house on either side. So buy this store for 1,000. You have this little separation between the two houses, and we're actually inside this one now, which is the prisoner holding. As you can expect, it's a little jail. We have the escargot on the wall. We have all these mannequins around. We have even a little infirmary. Does this place have an upstairs? I can't remember if this place has an upstairs or not. But coming into the backyard here as well, we have a telepad here, which you can use to teleport eventually. There is maps all across the walls throughout the map, town and bunker, and this will open up later as well. There are a lot of secrets we have yet to discover on this map. So, coming outside here, you can open this up for 1,000, and this would be the second part of the street. This would be the center street, and this is actually where the brew machine is. There are two perks up top and two perks on the bottom in the bunker. So really not much to this area. There is a GKS on the wall for 1,300. You have to buy for the actual Nuketown part of the map. Coming across here, we'll kind of do this in a circle. In this house, this is the adjacent house. There is parts, a part in here for, I don't even know what that is yet, but this is the transfusion facility. This entire Camp Edward was actually part of Broken Arrow, RK7 on the wall. So it's actually mentioned in the comics that it's tied to the Victus crew. But anyway, coming into the backyard here. Actually, is there an upstairs to this place? Don't believe so. Right, coming into the backyard here, we have the spawn for the mystery box. I've only played this map twice now, and both times it has been here, so
not made in Russia,
you can be kind of assumed
but
that
I
this
think
is the spawn
Comrade
point for it.
Kalishnikov would have.
But other than that, this kind of just wraps around into the barn area, which is also an entrance to the bunker. This is called solitary. This is kind of the bunker-esque part, the powerhouse part. But coming into the backyard of the first house on the other side of the spawn street, on the left side, we have radio tower. Nothing really too significance here. Got the garden. Coming inside though, we have the APD, which I think is what it's called. APD integration, yep. We have a SOG 9mm on the wall here, but this thing is going to have a huge part in the Easter egg. There is a lower part to this too, that in the bunker, so this thing is pretty big. Other than that, really nothing too much in here. Go up to the top floor, it's kind of like a little command center for it, which is a little hole that leads actually to the backyard. So you're not trapped up here if you end up feeling trapped. So, but coming outside, this will lead us back to the spawn area. So, as you can kind of see, it's mostly one big circle for the start. But we'll run across now, and we'll open up Nuketown itself. So you buy either one, it opens up both sides, and this is probably the most familiar part of the map for a lot of people. There is the Mozu on the wall for 1,300. Power is just in that house over there, which actually is a new area too. And if you guys see this, you kind of know, you remember what's in here from Black Ops 2, and let me tell you, it's back. The Galvin Knuckles. They make a comeback. Still 5,000 for it. Still really badass. We got an ICR in here as well.
Whatever has become of my former allies, I
we
must
have
follow
the
guidance
two
of
houses here,
Polonium.
and then
There is much to do.
Power
and much
is going
to
to be
undone.
inside this building, so you can kind of just go in here, and power will just be on the back wall here.
I hope I do not blow fuse.
Power restored. Stand by.
And we got the telepad here as well. And now power is back on. This turning on power will spawn in a couple of hellhounds, so be mindful of that.
I am bare knuckle champion, as in Russian band, not bare naked. Should I make joke again?
We'll open up the houses now. Starting with the yellow house, coming through the front door here. You can't go along the sides on either side of either house. They did block those off. But opening up, we have the swordfish on the wall there, and really nothing of significance to the kitchen. But coming in to the garage, you see the second perk on the upper part, which will be the cola. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to downstairs. Coming upstairs, as you can see, again, not a whole lot of significance here, but there is a telepad up here, and as well as the back entrance. If you open the top, the bottom does open as well, so don't feel like you have to spend a lot of points to do it. Coming into the backyard, they did make a couple changes. This is still optional power-up buy. There is the sandbox that is blocked off now. They also added a bunker entrance right here, which we will go to on the other side in just a second. There's also the MX-9 on the wall. But yeah, it's pretty much debris that's only really changing. But the other side of the house, the other house is actually where it changes significantly. So coming inside here, we have the Spitfire on the wall. Can't really get into the garage on this side. That's one of the new differences. Coming upstairs, really nothing, again, of significance in these two places. There is another workbench buildable up here. But same thing, if you buy the door up top, it will open up the bottom as well. But this is where it changes. Remember how open this was in Black Ops 2 and pretty much every version in Nuketown? Not anymore. It is a really tiny pool. And now we got the truck bucket on the wall right there. We got a telepad back here and a map on the back garden wall. But that's it for the top. It's time to go down into the bottom. So coming down into the bunker the classic way, we're going to see the diner first. Diner is a relatively tight area. There is the Vapor XG on the wall. We also have Soda perk right here. And then we got a map right there. But yeah, and then it kind of wraps around here. That's another way back up to the backyard. But it is pretty close quarters. There is a space up here too for a telepad. But other than that, it's a pretty linear path that leads you into the beds area.
Have to clear air down here.
And once you come down here, you'll notice you have to clear the air. So to do that, you're going to want to go over to the generators. You can kind of see the beds area here is where the pack-a-punch is. It's kind of set up like Derice and the Giant. You have to do some challenge to get it unlocked. I haven't really explored too much into this map yet. But we're going to get the lounge generators going so we can clear the air. Here we go. To do that, you just run up to this little monitor next to this generator here. And all I gotta do is survive in the room for a minute with these new types of Nova 6 crawlers. There is a Maddox here on the wall by there.
I turn off gas.
Now you need to do this to open up solitary and storage. You can see the fourth perk is in here as well, tonic.
Gas crawlers are becoming
And that would make that all four perks found on this map. relatively easy. Just think of it 2 up, 2 down. But all I gotta do is survive in here for a minute. You also got the Bowie knife right there, but honestly, who's gonna buy the Bowie knife when you can get the Alba knuckle? Seriously. Some pretty sick music to go along with this too. Alright. And that will sound once you completed it. I just make sure you get rid of the crawler from Nova 6. So oh, there's one right there too.
Repairs required.
Alright, so going from here, we're going to go to the storage first. So run down here. It leads you up here. There's traps throughout the bunker like that. This place is really tight. I would not recommend staying here for long. The Titan is on the wall for $37.50 there. There is a part in here too.
I have nice empty pockets for you.
It's a third part of something else that we can build. But other than that, there's really not too much to this room. There is an exit up here, but we're going to go this way. And this will actually lead us to the bottom part of the ABT. This will be APD control, I should say. That's kind of a tongue twister. In the control room, there's nothing really more than a telepad and a few monitors. And there is a part here. On the second part of the book you kind of just found. In the actual room, we have this door, which I know is going to have significance to the Easter egg. We have a few windows that zombies can get into, as well as the Kashka on the wall for 4,500. We have another workbench buildable over there, and this will lead into here, which I believe.
Look on top of house.
Oh yeah, this is where the Tommy gun is. This will lead us back around to the generators. This is solitary. Oh my. Oh, and there's the second Nova Crawler type. Electric. That one shoots out at you. And this will lead us back to the barn area, the solitary. So you can kind of see it all interconnects. It's very Dirt Eisendrache-esque. It's very vertical as well as horizontal map. We're almost done exploring this map though, so coming out of the generator room towards the beds again, just coming around the other side. This is where the pack punch is again. This is kind of the central area for downstairs in the bunker. Coming around, we're going to go to the lounge now. The lounge is actually pretty small, very linear, but there is one really exciting thing I want to show you guys, and that is this little guy right here. Recognize him? Ooh, that gets me excited. Gets me thinking that Ted is going to make a reappearance in the form of Transit soon. I really hope they remaster that map. But yeah, other than that, there's really not much to this room. There is a wall by right here. It is an auger, another sniper. And this will lead back to the exit. And another exit. This one will lead back behind here. Recognize? So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this map. There is plenty we haven't discovered yet. Parts, how to unlock Pack-a-Punch, and so forth, and how to even get these telepads and those extra paths working. So, we'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. I hope you enjoy this. And,
special weapon is ready for you.
Sir Broski is... Oh my god. I might die. Alright. Sir Broski out.